We admire mental toughness like it's some rare gift, as if some are born with steel in their veins, while the rest of us are destined to break under pressure. But the Stoics knew better. They didn't believe in fate without effort. They believed in training. They believed that resilience could be forged through hardship, through discipline, through ruthless self-honesty. Marcus Aurelius didn't become unshakable because life was kind to him. He became unshakable because he practiced clarity while ruling an empire and facing death. Epictetus didn't endure slavery and still rise because he was lucky. He rose because he learned that the mind once mastered can't be enslaved. These men weren't born tough. They built it, day by day, thought by thought, challenge by challenge. And if they could do it with nothing, you can do it with everything you have right now. Mental toughness isn't a talent, it's a decision. The question is, will you build it? We admire mental toughness like it's some rare gift, as if a few are born with it and the rest of us are just soft. But that's a lie. Mental toughness isn't something you're born with. It's something you build. The Stoics knew this. They didn't pray for peace. They trained for war. They didn't hope for comfort. They prepared for chaos. And in doing so, they became unbreakable. Pain is not the problem. Your reaction is. The Stoics never tried to avoid pain. They welcomed it, not because they loved suffering, but because they knew it was the forge. Seneca said, "Difficulty strengthens the mind, as labor does the body." Pain reveals what's weak in you. It strips away illusions. It forces you to face yourself, raw, exposed, real. Most people run from pain. The Stoic leans into it and asks, what can I learn here? Because pain only breaks you when you resist it. When you accept it, when you use it, it becomes the very thing that sharpens your edge. Toughness is built in the small moments. Mental toughness isn't built during some heroic crisis. It's built in the small, invisible choices. Getting up early when no one would notice if you didn't. Holding your tongue when anger wants to explode. Showing up again when your body and your mind both say, quit. The Stoics didn't become strong by accident. They rehearsed adversity. They practiced going without. They lived below their means. They tested their limits. They reminded themselves daily that nothing lasts. Marcus Aurelius ruled Rome, but he still wrote to himself, you could leave life right now. He knew, to be mentally tough, you must live like every moment matters. Because it does. Self-control is strength. When people think of toughness, they imagine aggression. But the Stoics knew. True strength is self-control. Epictetus said, no man is free who is not master of himself. The tough man is not the one who yells loudest. It's the one who stays calm when others lose their minds. It's the one who can endure discomfort without complaint. Who can feel pain without acting from it. Who can be insulted without needing revenge. Mental toughness means this. Your emotions don't dictate your actions. Your principles do. You can't control the world, but you can master your mind. Life will betray you. People will disappoint you. Plans will fall apart. That's not personal. That's reality. The weak man fights the world and loses. The Stoic accepts it and masters himself instead. Marcus Aurelius said, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. That's where toughness lives, in the mind, in the gap between what happens to you and how you choose to respond. You can't stop the storm, but you can become the kind of man who isn't moved by it. Discipline makes you dangerous. You don't become mentally tough by chance. You become tough by choosing what is hard, what is necessary, what is right, even when it's uncomfortable. Especially when it's uncomfortable. The Stoic doesn't wait for motivation. He acts out of duty. He acts from purpose. Because he knows, discipline is freedom. It's the ability to choose long-term growth over short-term pleasure. It's waking up early when comfort says sleep. It's staying focused when the world is drowning in distraction. Mental toughness is the quiet daily discipline of doing what others won't, so you become what others can't. Comfort is the real enemy. Modern life is soft. Everything is optimized for ease, food delivered instantly, entertainment on demand, opinions validated with likes and follows. But the Stoic knows comfort breeds weakness, and weakness breaks under pressure. That's why the Stoics practiced discomfort, not to suffer, but to prepare. They knew that life will test you whether you're ready or not, so they chose to be ready. Mental toughness is rejecting comfort when comfort will make you weak. It's walking into hard things, not because you have to, but because you choose to. Most people run. The Stoic stand still. When fear hits, most people run. When stress rises, most people panic. But the Stoic trains to do the opposite. He trains to hold still, to breathe through the fire, to choose action over emotion. In every crisis, there is a gap, a brief moment where you get to decide, collapse or rise. That moment is everything. The weak man reacts. The Stoic responds. Mental toughness isn't being fearless. It's moving forward even when you're afraid. Because courage isn't a feeling, it's a decision. Build, don't beg. The world owes you nothing. No one is coming to save you, and that's good, because it means you don't have to wait. The Stoic doesn't complain. He builds. He doesn't ask for easier circumstances. He builds a stronger character. Every obstacle is a test. Every challenge is an invitation to rise. Toughness is built not by talking, but by enduring, by overcoming, by facing the pain and choosing growth anyway. If you want mental strength, stop begging life to be easier and start building yourself to be harder. Mental toughness isn't a mystery. It's not a gift. It's not luck. It's built through hard choices, disciplined thoughts, and relentless practice. The Stoics weren't born with it. They earned it. And so can you, because in the end you have two options: be ruled by emotion or led by reason. Break or endure. Wait or train. So stop hoping. Start building. The mind is your battlefield. The Stoic path is your weapon. Now walk it.